Good afternoon, everybody. It is 2 minutes past two on Thursday, the 10th of November, and Gareth Southgate has announced his 26-man squad for the World Cup for England. I'm going to go through it. This is immediate reaction. I haven't even looked at it yet, so I'm going to be reading this out. I'll put a little side-by-side picture next to me as well, so you guys can have a look as well, so we can have a look through it together. So let's have a look. The goalkeepers: Jordan Pickford, Nick Pope, and Aaron Ramsdale. Pretty unsurprising, I think is the word for that one. I would imagine it will be between Ramsdale and Pickford as to who gets the number one spot. I'd go for Ramsdale. Now, defenders. Let's have a look at defenders. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Connor Cody, Eric Dyer, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, John Stones, Kieran Trippier, Kyle Walker and Ben White. Wow. Okay. So Trent, not really a surprise, seeing as that obviously Reece James was injured. No Joe Gomez, which is a surprise because he can fill in at right back. Connor Cody, he's brilliant around the dressing room and around the training ground for England. Eric Dyer, he's been solid for Spurs over the last 18 months under Antonio Conte, but recently he's been poor, but he can play in a back three. Harry Maguire, I would like to say I'm surprised that he got in, but I'm not really surprised, to be honest, because he's been brilliant for England in the last couple of tournaments when he's played left-footed defender in a back three. Luke Shaw, yeah, okay, no real surprise there. We don't really have any other left-backs with Ben Chilwell injured. John Stones, yeah, okay, I like Stones a lot. Kieran Trippier, okay, yeah, right back, been brilliant for Newcastle. I'd say he's probably the starter at the right wing back slot. Kyle Walker will play the right side of the centre halves, I'd imagine. He's been injured in and out of the City team recently, but he was always going to go if he was fit. And perhaps a surprise is Ben White. Another one who can play centre-half or most recently right-back for Arsenal. So that's an interesting one. He's been really good this season. So I think that's maybe the biggest surprise out of the defenders that are going. Let's have a look at the midfielders. Jude Bellingham, Conor Gallagher, Jordan Henderson, Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice. Jude Bellingham, of course, he's a generational talent. He's a brilliant centre midfielder for Dortmund. He's obviously I would hope he'll start, to be honest. Conor Gallagher, perhaps somewhat of a surprise. He was brilliant at Palace last season, but has been poor at Chelsea this season. Maybe he'll get a bit more game time under Graham Potter, the new Chelsea manager now. But he's all action. He can defend and he can go forward. Henderson, okay, yep, just coming back from an injury with Liverpool. Slowed down a little bit in the last year or so, but I think his experience and his work rate and his leadership is brilliant. Mason Mount, I knew he was going to go, but I don't know if he's going to start. He's not been great for Chelsea recently, but I can see why he's going to be, obviously on the plane. Calvin Phillips is a bit of a surprise. He has only just come back from injury, a long-term injury with Man City, but again, he was one of that Euro squad who was very, very good for Gareth Southgate. We know how loyal he is with, we know how loyal Southgate is to those players who have done him well over the last few tournaments. Declan Rice, no-brainer. He'll be the starting defensive midfielder. And let's have a look at the forwards. So, Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Harry Kane, James Maddison, Marcus Rashford, Bukayo Saka, Raheem Sterling, Callum Wilson. So, Phil Foden, no surprise, he's brilliant. He's one of them in the bracket alongside Jude Bellingham, who's one of the he's one of the generational talents for England more recently. He's absolutely fantastic, can play as an attacking midfielder or off either side. Jack Grealish, not been great since he signed for Man City, but that unpredictability and that flair, I think, has got him in. Perhaps a bit of a surprise. I don't think he'll start, but he's good for an impact player off the bench. Harry Kane, the captain, the leading goal scorer, he's going to play every game. James Maddison, I'm absolutely delighted about. He's been brilliant for Leicester this season. He's getting good numbers. I think he's got 14 goals and assists already this season, dragging Leicester up the table. I'm really, really happy that he's made the squad. Marcus Rashford may be a surprise. He can play off the left or play up front. He's found a little bit of form under Eric Ten Hag at Man United this season. So, yeah, obviously he's very, very quick, very speedy, good finisher. I think he can take penalties as well. Maybe not mention the penalty he took in the Euro final, but yeah, okay, fair enough. Bukayo Saka, fantastic player, obviously been brilliant for Arsenal as they continue their title challenge this season. Raheem Sterling, been playing wing back for Chelsea, but you know, everyone knows what he can do going forward for England. He's absolutely dynamite quick. I think he's one of England's more experienced leaders now. And Callum Wilson. So there's no Ivan Toney and no Terry Abraham, but he has taken Callum Wilson. Little bit disappointed that Tammy Abraham didn't make the squad, same as Fikayo Tomori as well. Both of them been brilliant in Italy in the last couple of seasons, but Southgate obviously wanted to go for more of the Premier League contingent, which is a surprise, I must say. But yeah, Callum Wilson obviously takes penalties. He's got a great goal scoring record for Newcastle and Bournemouth as well, obviously before that. So yeah, that's your England squad. Where do you think we'll finish in the World Cup? I'll do a video about my thoughts of that nearer the time. But they're your 26 men that will be on the plane to Qatar. So let me know your thoughts. And yeah, not too many surprises. Disappointed about Tammy Abraham. Disappointed about Fikayo Tomori. But apart from that, really, I can't really think of anyone else that's a massive omission. So yeah. All right then, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Thank you. Bye.